This is an overview of the orders for the upcoming turn. If you're not sure how to read the map and what the lines mean, don't worry about it, because as the turn comes up, I'll go into more detail. For enemy intel, we don't know anything about the positions beyond the one guy that we killed over here by this bridge. Hello and welcome to turn 13 of this combat mission quick. This turn sees some pretty interesting happenings, and unfortunately, the most of it is bad. To start with, we have the center right flank moving up through these fields just fine. Then on the right flank, the tanks advance and spot the rest of this machine gun crew, taking out 2 of its members. The rest of them retreat behind this little hill where the railroad tracks are. They take just suppression fire through the rest of it from this squad. So the squads on the right flank will continue firing a little bit throughout the turn and try and keep them pinned down behind them. Meanwhile, these groups are just moving in column through the field, advancing. And the center is advancing even further to try and make contact with this hedgerow. Now the real horror comes here. These pioneers get close enough to this hedgerow, and this one contact we had as initial intel, well, it turns out to be a machine gun nest with an arc covering this field. They didn't engage until we got close enough to do this. That's a squad with 3 people alive. And here, the platoon HQ has 2 people alive. Now the tank here has started to return fire, and I'm going to make sure that on the next turn I am simply giving a target command to this head so that the tanks are full on shooting it. But unfortunately, they have taken an entire set of pioneers out, which means that any potential breaching on this hedge is going to be much harder to do. Apart from that, nothing else happens, but it has made me extremely wary of moving up the rest of my guys to these hedges, lest they have more kill zones set up. Anyway, that'll do it for this turn. We'll see how I can recover from this next turn.